Yo, what up? It's your man, Mr. Fantastic 824, the BABG, and I appreciate you pull up on me. Today we're going to be going over the tragic story of the two children that lost their lives in Detroit from hypothermia. I'm gonna have to put the bad guy hat on because unfortunately one of the sayings I've been, trying to get out here for the longest time, man. We have to start talking about these deadbeat moms. And in the tough times, you have to do difficult things. Now I'm not saying by any means that the father here is, dad of the year, but I'm seeing people blame the father for the death of two children, okay, not knowing or understanding any of the background and relationship between him and the mother, okay? As a person, as a father who's gone through the process of an uncooperative and purposely just making things difficult. Co-parent, I can tell you, bro, y'all don't know what the reason why as to why he wasn't talking to the mom or the kids, all these different things. I'm telling you from my personal experience and other men also, there are very serious things that occur with my children that I was literally the last to know. Okay. The last to know. Some stuff that I didn't even know until years later. Okay. Case in point, my son was playing baseball or something. He told me that damn, he got hit in the eye one time. He almost lost his eye. You know, when I heard that my son was old enough to drive, and this happened. He was still in like just above T-ball, whatever that was, right? So he had to be around like 8 or 9 or something. I don't know, but either way, you know, stuff like that. The mother was unwilling. Their mother was unwilling to cooperate with me, and her excuse was, he's always making things difficult, and he's just because again, bad breakup and not too much to get into it, but you understand what it is. And if the only people that ever understand this are fathers that's been through it and the women who were dealing with the men that were dealing with a difficult baby mama. Okay. Now, am I saying for sure 1000% that's what happened in this situation? No. But then at the same time, I'm saying that in order for a man to have custody of his children and be able to take care of his kids, everything has to be on point with him. He can't be poor. He can't be on the borderline of being poor. He can't be living in a van. He cannot be financially unstable. He cannot have a criminal history. The state will literally hold all of those things against a father in order for him to get custody over those kids. Okay. If he has custody and those things are discovered and it gets reported, there's a much higher chance of him losing custody than a mother. Okay. Again, another story. Um, and more people can account to this. There are plenty of women that go to prison or jail, okay? And some family member or the father's given custody for the time being that the mother is, incarcerated. When she gets back out, guess what happened? She gets custody back of her child, okay, or children, regardless of her criminal history, regardless of her clearly instability to be able to take care of the children, all those different things. So this conversation needs to be had in order for us to focus on the abuse and neglect of children by their mothers. I know this is difficult. And some people say, oh man, it's messed up. Let the kids rest in peace. This ain't about the kids. Again, I'm gonna say it's extremely, extremely unfortunate. Okay. But difficult things have to be done at times like this, possibly for us to actually start opening a conversation that needs to be had about these mothers and the state constantly giving these children or letting these children stay with mothers they shouldn't be with. Okay. As hard as you guys fight for women's rights and getting rid of kids before they get here, you need to be fighting for just as hard for once the kids are here that the kids are properly taken care of, and not just a ways for the mother to maintain benefits and her way of living through the kids. Okay, let's get to it.
Cunningham spoke to the mother of those two kids about the tragic situation.
Yesterday, I woke them up to wake them up from school. My son wasn't moving. And I kept saying, Freddie, please get up. Please.
Well, tonight, Darren is getting the father's side of this story, hearing about the moment he learned two of his children had passed away.
Darnell Curry Sr. wiped away tears while talking with me about his children, Darnell Jr. and Amelia, and the distressing phone call he says he took from their mother, Tatiana Williams, on Monday.
I went to the gym. As soon as I got on the treadmill, she called saying, "Can I? make it to the hospital right now. They gone. Was hoping it was a sick joke, but it wasn't.
According to Detroit police, 9-year-old Darnell Jr. and 2-year-old Amelia died while sleeping in a vehicle at the Hollywood Casino at Greektown parking garage. Investigators say the
Now again, man, the woman said that she asked for assistance back in months ago, back in November of last year, right? And however it happened, they slipped through the cracks or whatnot. It wasn't checked up on by the state officials. But again, with all the options and things that women have at their disposal, a woman can literally turn her kids over to the state, bro, at any given time. Hey, don't want no more. I'm not mentally stable. I'm not financially capable. Any of these things. And if you are making excuses, okay, all right, think about this before you get mad at me now. 2 children died. Two, not one, 2 children died because she wanted them to stay with her to figure everything out. No, okay. As much as you guys praise these things and you guys say it's okay, and I agree. Listen, I would much rather a woman give up her kids so that they may live, all right, than them to perish in cold, right? You know how that was a painful death, man, for them to literally like freeze to death. That's ridiculous. It's truly sad.
cause appears to be hypothermia, a tragedy stemming from homelessness.
I tried. I asked for help. I asked everybody, even people out of state. But I tried. I tried to keep hotels. I tried to pay people to stay there. It wasn't working for me. You know, people just didn't like too many kids at their house.
I spoke with the children's mother Tuesday evening. She told me she's been living in her vehicle for 3 months, along with her 4 kids, her mother, and 2 teenage siblings. She
Now listen, this is a whole family of homelessness, man. And again, this ties into what we talk about when you guys are fighting for these, illegal immigrants here to stay here, and they're getting millions upon millions of dollars to stay in luxury hotels, and you have American citizens, born Americans, that are homeless, bro. Okay? So when y'all out here fighting for this other stuff, you can't be mad on both sides now. You can't fight for the illegals to have a place to stay and then get mad when because they don't got a place to stay because money's going to some other stuff that it shouldn't be going to. Okay. We have to start putting each other first. You know what I'm saying? Here. And most importantly, man, like I said, as unfortunate as this is, that's 4 kids, one mom, one grandma, and 2 teenagers. Okay. That's damn 8 people. 8 people living in a van, bro. Y'all blaming the father. Where are the teachers in this situation? How did the teachers not know for 3 months that these kids were living in a car? Okay. I'm not saying that the father has no responsibility, that the father has no culpability, but I'm saying this. There are several levels of failure here, and you guys are demonizing and going after this man and digging into his life and finding his girlfriend and harassing him and all this other stuff. And y'all are saying he needs to go to jail for her being responsible for her children dying. We gotta wake up, people. We gotta stop this.
says she reached out to Curry, who's the father of 3 of her children.
I asked him, I said, can you get your kids for me? I said, I need help. You know I'm homeless. I done kept a room this long. I couldn't keep it no more.
They were homeless. Had Tatiana ever reached out asking to?
No, she did not. All she said was, "Can I get them? Can I get them just to get them? And can I get them because y'all homeless?" That's two different things.
She said she had been homeless for 3 months.
See, I saw that's what I saw about 3 months, but she ain't never said nothing to me.
Now, again, man, being that he's and shut, the reporter got this, yeah, nigga. And listen, I'm not listen. I understand the anger towards him because clearly, again, he was not involved as he should have been, as much as he should have been. But we don't know the details to it. And another big part of this, the most important crux of this, man, is y'all don't address these bitter ass baby mamas. Okay? These bitter ass baby mamas that make it to the point of where, hey, some dudes give up their kids altogether. And I know, oh man, no matter what, you're supposed to fight for your kids. Why does he have to fight in the first place? Why should a man have to fight with a woman to provide, protect, and spend time with his kids. Y'all don't ever talk about that. Okay, but we're gonna talk about it today. Clearly, there was something there because he was seeing his children, right? He was seeing his children, but to the degree as to where their communications broke down so much to where she's saying she told him he was homeless. He's saying she didn't tell him he was homeless. Again, I would err more so on his side than hers. Okay, because now she's in a point of sympathy and any everything she say. She wouldn't lie. She's a grieving mother. Again, man, y'all gotta stop acting like people don't play the system, bro. Okay, and I still don't understand how out of 7 people living in a van, okay, for months upon months, and I'm pretty sure they sleeping right next to each other and all these different things. And for what she's saying, I guess she had the van running or whatever. I don't know. This is just extremely sad, man. And y'all gotta focus this stuff on where it needs to be focused. Gotta focus it on the right person. Again, y'all trying to tear this man down, bro. Like it's all his fault. How? He didn't have the kids. If it was that bad, why don't she give him custody of the kids?
Nothing. So all them other sob stories, you can cut all that. No, she did not.
Curry, who lives
And again, man, this man clearly he's not trying to do all this stuff. He's crying in spite of trying to be stoic and trying to hold this up together. Those are real tears from a grown man, from a father. Okay. I just don't believe he motherfucking lying, bro. I don't believe he's lying about it. Okay. Now, should he been a little more intrusive? Yeah, I believe he should have. But at the same time, another part of this is you have mothers that coach the children to not tell the father what's going on at home. Okay. Some others happen later on to where my kids hit me up and we was like, hey, dad, we need money. Money for what? We need money for. Oh, well, we need money for such and such, such because, what the issue was. And I'm like, what? How long has it been going on? Well, ever since something happened. Well, I don't even know this happened. So again, man, we need to have a serious conversation. Okay. Mothers and fathers in general, but black mothers and fathers, specifically, until we have this conversation, bro, and start fairly assessing this shit and calling out these deadbeat, difficult ass moms, okay? Stuff like this is gonna continue to happen.
in Novi, says Williams never specified why she wanted to drop their kids off to him.
She just asked, "Can I get them for a couple of days?" But I told her I'm working and all that, and I'm out here. We're not close to each other, so I couldn't. But she knows all my family is right around the corner from her.
Is she
Again, he has a support system. Clearly, she don't because all her whole family's living in a van. So the support system she does have is already with her. Okay. I believe it when he say, "Hey, my people right around the way." If you tell, listen, no matter how bad stuff is with those 2 people, and I can tell you that from experience too. One person that's never going, they not gonna look out for is for the kids, bro. It's for the kids, right? From what he's saying, he got several different people. You could have split the kids up to where they living with this family member and that family member. They may not be able to, one person be able to handle all 3, but clearly,
reach out to any of your family?
No, she did not, and she knows she could have, like like we always used to do.
He says the last time he held his children was a month or 2 ago, and that they typically FaceTime, moments he will miss.
And there's a police investigation into this. What is it you would like to see come of this? Obviously, nothing's going to bring back your 9-year-old and your 2-year-old.
Don't even matter to me. Can't get them back, so it's whatever.
Darren Cunningham, 7.
and it's very, very unfortunate, man. And at the same time, though, something tells me that it's something more to this. Okay, there's definitely something more to this, being that they've been living in that band for that long, and if it would have been the youngest kid by themselves, it would be more believable. But for two children to die of hypothermia, bro, with that many people close in proximity is just not adding up to me. Something's just not right. Okay. Again, I'm not accusing her of anything malicious, but at the very least, bro, you cannot say this is not neglectful. Okay. And most importantly, this right here is what's going to seal the deal for me. You guys aren't considering this, you aren't talking about this, and this is very, very important. the governor is going to say that she was literally down the street from a place that had beds available. Okay.
Moving forward, no family, no mother should ever have to endure such hardship and heartbreak.
The heartbreaking part of this is that there were family shelter beds available just a few miles away from where the family pulled in to their Greektown structure.
All right. So as you can see, the governor said, hey, there were family shelters with beds available only miles away from where it was. So why are you guys not, badgering her about her badgering the system? You asked for something 3 months ago and you didn't ask again. You just thugged it out in the thing. And like he said, bro, those homeless shelters have a turnover rate. You know what I'm saying? They have a turnover rate. They have one down here in Jacksonville as the way, hey, you show up, it's first come, first serve. Why is she not out there first thing in the morning to get a spot for it? But nobody's asking that question because she's a mom that lost her kids. Why did she lose her kid? She lost her kids because she did not have she not to have things together, man. I know it may seem cruel. I know it may seem like I'm an asshole, but I'm going to be the asshole today in order for us to finally start having the conversation we need to have. Okay. Y'all got the Me Too movement and women's abuse and all this other stuff. The most abused people in this country, in the world, are children. Okay. All right. Physically, emotionally, financially, the most abused people in the world are children, especially in this country. Okay. But y'all want to focus on all this other shit that really don't matter. Grown ass folks that's dealing with people, and now all of a sudden, when something with a relationship go bad, everybody's abusive. Okay. An adult can always find a way and make it a way for themselves. A kid can't do that. And unfortunately, again, 2 young children lost their lives, man, from their mother not having her shit together. And this baby mama culture, man, baby mama praise culture is a part of the reason why they at where they at. So again, man, RIP to the children that lost their lives. We really need to have this deadbeat mom conversation. And that's that on that one. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Holla. We out.